Hey guys, Impractical Gaming, and welcome back to another installment of the top indie games that I found in the past month. Now, first I have to apologize for not making a video in so long. A lot of things have happened with my health, and with the current situation as it is, it kind of prevented me from making any videos. But I'm better and I'm back, and I've been spending my days during these turbulent times just playing some indie games. And some of the games that I found in the past month have been genuinely some of the funnest I've played in a long time. We've got a Metroidvania game, we've got an online multiplayer, and we've got a ragdoll physics game that I think you guys will be interested in. As always, I'll leave all the links to the games that I found in the description below so that you guys can check them out. So, let's get into it. First, we have Totally Reliable Delivery Service by We Are 5 Games, a ragdoll physics simulation game that tasks you with making deliveries to their destinations with the most frustrating controls ever. You play as a delivery driver in this ragdoll world where you have to just make deliveries either on your own or online with friends, and you get scored on your time and how much the cargo is damaged. That's all there is to it. You can use the vehicle provided to deliver your cargo, and these range from trucks, planes, helicopters, gliders, golf carts, and even sleds. It really depends on what you need for the mission. Most deliveries will be simple distances and seem straightforward at first, but of course with a ragdoll physics game, nothing is ever easy. Half the task is just getting the cargo into the vehicle in the first place, which is hell on earth because the controls just do not cooperate. I was using my PS4 controller, and the triggers and bumpers control grabbing and raising your arms, whilst the sticks control movement and navigating the vehicle. However, to make any form of progress, you need to be holding around 5 or 6 buttons at once just to move forward, and the cargo is so susceptible to bumps and movement, you have to go so slow to get anywhere. Not to mention the devs were nice enough as to add random obstacles and surprises in the world just to make it that little bit more impossible. They give you transport to deliver the cargo, but I think it hinders more than it helps. Especially the airborne vehicles, like I don't even know how anyone's supposed to fly this with cargo to the destination, land it, and not damage anything whatsoever. Despite all of this, or maybe because of all of this, I did have a great time playing this game, and I appreciate this is how ragdoll games are meant to be. It made me really want to succeed on every mission, and when you do complete it, there's an incredible sense of achievement. One genuine complaint, however, is that you don't respawn back at the mission start point once you fail, which is frustrating as I want to keep doing it, and having to travel all the way back is time consuming and very annoying. Nevertheless, if you've ever played Goat Simulator, or you just like to scream at your screen while playing games, then I highly recommend it. Next up, we have Unbound Worlds Apart Prologue by Alien Pixel Studios, a 2D Metroidvania puzzle platformer where you explore the introduction to an upcoming story through the use of portals. Now, this is a prologue, so it's only a short 30-minute preview of what's to come, but every one of those minutes is definitely worth it. In Unbound, you're a mage called Sole, who has to initially look for his brother who is needed for some kind of ritual. In looking for him, you realize that the portal to the next dimension has been opened, and monsters and demons have now seeped into your world, wreaking havoc. To stop the monsters and rescue your friends who have been kidnapped, you have to use these portals to solve puzzles and navigate around the world to put it back to normal. The art direction, shading, and lighting is a lot of what draws me to indie games a lot of the time, and this is no exception, so hard to reach areas. However, with this portal, it introduces the other world, which may have platforms and ledges that you can use to progress through the game. Sometimes the portals will bring enemies that you have to dodge, so you have to be quick and precise with your portal usage. Also, some portals have different powers in different areas. Some will change gravity, turning you upside down, and others will disappear when moving, making it impossible to see, so timing is key. This brings a whole variety of puzzles and dynamics through this one mechanic, and they can even be mixed and matched to create some really challenging and fulfilling levels. The formula used here is very similar to what is used in Super Paper Mario for the Wii, which uses 2D and 3D landscapes to solve puzzles, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was somewhat inspired by that. The art direction, shading, and lighting is a lot of what draws me to indie games a lot of the time, and this is no exception. The art style and colours used is very Metroidvania, and definitely gives a pseudo Hollow Knight feel to it, which I appreciate wholeheartedly. And this is also evoked by the music selection, which really fits the theme of the game well. If you got some time today to play through some puzzles, then this game is perfect for just that. My playthrough of it was short, but I can tell that the devs work insanely hard on this, and I can't wait for the full release of Unbound Worlds Apart. Finally, we have Bomber Grounds Battle Royale by Gigantic Duck Games, a massively multiplayer battle royale game that is heavily inspired by the retro Bomberman games that is so deeply loved. The concept is you play as these small, adorable little characters, and you have to eliminate everyone on the field until you're the last one standing. You can use up to 3 bombs at one time to blow them up, or you can use the bat to knock bombs into their path or knock them out directly. The bats can also be used to stun opponents briefly, allowing you to set your trap. These bombs can be chained together with your own and other bombs to devastating effect, and really do some damage, paving the way for double, triple, or even quadruple kills. Bombs don't just affect players but also the stage. If there's enough force, the boxes will blow up, revealing power-ups, which will either make you faster for a short period or provide a shield to protect you. With each passing moment, the stage gets smaller and smaller until you're on a tiny 8x8 platform, which is where the stage gets really nerve-wracking trying to be the last one alive. At the end of the game, you get XP and coins which can be used to purchase chests at the store for cosmetic items like emojis, costumes, bomb designs and more, which don't give any advantage to the gameplay. Out of all the games on this list, I kept coming back to this because I just loved the Bomberman games, and this does a fine job of replicating that feeling I once had. The constant fear of being attacked, having to watch your opponents move constantly while the stage is shrinking, has this unique feeling that is hard to replicate and creates an insane buzz when you get down to the final 5. Even though I didn't officially win the game and the closest I got was a draw at the very end, I still enjoyed every second of it. It controls well and the online was solid with quick matchmaking, which isn't too common in a lot of indie games that I've played. This is a game I'll be playing for a long time, and I think a lot of you will be too. It's quick, fun, nerve-wracking, and gives you a real sense of achievement. What more could you ask for? Well, that's it from me. If you enjoyed, leave a like, subscribe, and make sure to leave a comment down below on what you guys thought about this month's indie games. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.